and welcome to Ironbark Fields. It's a home opener in the 2025 VPL 1 men's season for Western United off the back of a round 1 win at FC Bulleen Lions on Monday night. We're here for our first home match and a huge afternoon of football here in Tarneit. We've got a double header with the Isuzu A-League men coming up against league-leading Auckland FC starting from 6 p.m. It's a huge day in store, and we're delighted to have you with us here for the first instalment of this doubleheader with our academy side kicking off. We'll quickly run you through the lineups. First for Western United, there's 4 changes from Monday night's win at Bulleen. Alex Naseep starts in goal once again. The back 4 involves the inclusion and first start as team captain for Jacob Nasso. Came off the bench on Monday night. He comes in with Charbel Shamoon in the mix for A-League involvement later on. Riley Fox and Luca Coveney again partnering at centre-back. Looks like Nasso to left-back. Bessian Kutleshi remains at right-back. There's a first senior staffer, Ethan Robinson, made his senior debut last week and won the penalty that was eventually converted for the match winner. James York and Christian Polizoudis in midfield. Polizoudis one of those 4 changes. Mark Leonard to the left. Nicholas Cook comes in up front alongside last week's 2-goal hero, Jake Nadovsky. On the bench we have Victor Mahindo, who had plenty of flashes of brilliance on Monday night. As we're underway here at Ironbark Fields, Kingston City having the kick-off, the away side in their white change strip this afternoon. And Western United looking to get off to the perfect start on home soil. Straight away, that Western United press in full effect. We saw it really come to the fore on Monday night. The first 2 goals, the 2 first half goals coming from high turnovers within Bulleen's box. First one scored by Jake Nadovsky, courtesy of a Mark Leonard assist, and then the roles were reversed later on with Nadovsky's saved shot eventually being bundled in by Leonard. Naseep forced to clear long, and it's almost caught the Kingston goalkeeper out. I mean, we saw Alex Naseep's humongous boot on Monday night. Now with a little bit of a wind assistance here at Ironbark Fields, my word. Tim Howard, Asmir Begovic might have been receiving some notifications after that one, after their goals in the Premier League in the last few years. Alex Naseep, goodness me. He's won Western United a corner. Could well have been the opening goal, but it is a set piece instead. It's taken short. Nadovsky fakes the cross. Now enters the box. It's a good challenge from the Kingston defender, and it'll be another corner. Nadovsky this time remaining in front of goal, and looks like Ethan Robertson might deliver this one into the box. And right on cue, we have a little bit of rain here at Ironbark Fields. It's been a classic Melbourne afternoon with a little bit of everything all afternoon. Bit of sun, bit of cloud, bit of rain, bit of wind. So it's Robinson to deliver, and it goes straight into the side netting. Goal kick is played short. Nadovsky applying the pressure. You can see the ball holding up in the wind there, and it works to Kingston's favour. That's Iaconis. Fox is onto that ball in behind, and We'll see if Naseep can have another shot on target from inside his own box. He goes short this time. First involvement for Jacob Nasso, this season's senior academy captain. He's given it away, but works it back well. There's Yanni Panakos, a name that'll be familiar to keen observers of the Western United Academy over the years. It's a throw in which Kutleshi will take. Cleared initially by Kingston. Fox steps in to stop that run, and the rain really is coming down now. In fact, the hail has also accompanied the rain, and we're going to have a short break in play. Well, what a start it's been to the afternoon here at Ironbark Fields. 5 minutes in, and the players are going to take a break. So the very brief and somewhat peculiar stoppage in play for a bit of hail comes to an end. We'll restart with a Kingston drop ball. Polizuti spins forward. Cook was there with the pressure. And this will break nicely for Kingston out on their attacking left-hand side. Going at Kutleshi, beating him too, getting the ball in the box. A good hand on it from Naseep, ensuring he doesn't parry it back into the middle. Good first intervention. Not quite sure you could call it a save necessarily from Naseep, but good bit of action at his near post. That's a lovely ball from York. Leonard just couldn't quite get it under his spell to turn it forward. It was a 3-on-3 momentarily if Leonard could have found a runner going into the final third. Panakos. And Panakos again. It's a lovely bit of play from Kingston. Fox is out to defend, and Nasso does well to cut off that pass. York alert to the turnover after he was the initial target of the pass. And that's well read by the Kingston defence. Good ball in from Panakos, and a decent effort too from Damien Iaconis. Naseep had it covered, had it been able to creep inside the near post, but a good early sider for Kingston, who are coming off a 3-2 round one win of their own. It was quite a popular scoreline in the first round of the VPL 1 men, even last night as well. Manningham United winning by that same scoreline. And the Seeps under pressure, he'll have to clear, and does. And he finds Leonard beautifully, and what a touch that is from Mark Leonard. Gets away from his man, and now can he create? Or was a tight offside call. Cook had made the little darting diagonal run in behind, but the flag went up quickly. Sumptuous bit of play from Mark Leonard, who, not to be outdone by his younger brother Dylan, who's having a fantastic season with the first team after signing his first pro deal. Mark Leonard was tremendous in the academy last season and will look to continue. Big chance here for Kingston. Fox did well to get across, make sure it wasn't a comfortable touch to take, and he wins his side a goal kick as well. The Seep long again, and it looked just for a moment that Robinson might have been able to connect, but again, combination of wind and the strength of Alex Naseep's boot carried that out for a goal kick. So approaching the 10-minute mark, I believe our timer on stream may be perhaps a minute ahead of time, given the clock was actually stopped during the stoppage in play earlier for a little bit of hail. Here's Nadovsky entering the box. Jake Nadovsky goes to the ground, and he's handled in the process. Can see how much traffic he commands when he gets on the ball in and around goal. Jake Nadovsky, such a dangerous threat for any opposition. He showed that last week with his 2 goals. He's shown it every time he's lined up for the Western United Academy, just about 13 goals in as many games last season. We'll be looking for similar effect. That's lovely play. Leonard feeds Cook, a brilliant foot save, and a massive chance at the back post. Ethan Robinson just couldn't keep his header down. It's a big let-off for Kingston. First chance from Nicholas Cook. We saw he and Leonard trying to connect with a very similar type of pass and run earlier. Cook was just offside. The flag stayed down on that occasion. It was a good save initially from Ben Naseep, the older brother of Alex. It's the Naseep derby at either end of the pitch today. And then Ethan Robinson couldn't convert. Polyzoudis with a wholehearted challenge. The decision goes Kingston's way. Both sides were fully in for the ball. Kingston have been awarded the free kick, and it looks like a yellow card will be shown to Christian Polyzoudis. We saw plenty of this on Monday night, with Bulleen eager to instigate as many fiery moments as they possibly could. Western United were, for the most part, able to keep their heads last time out. And this one seemingly won't go any further than a few pleasantries exchanged. So Christian Polyzoudis is into the book. Referee just having a chat with his 4th official to see if any further cautions will be handed out. Seems not at the moment. And play will resume. Ball is long. Nasso heads away. It's a little ball in behind, which Fox deals with. Good bit of play from Panakos to keep it alive. It'll be a throw in. In true Tane fashion, the sun is back out now. That's a lovely turn from Polyzoudis. Spreads it out to the left. Timely interception from Kingston. Can't quite keep it under control. You can see that outlet of Mark Leonard is a big threat. Western United, of course, so entertaining last year in the VPL 1 men. The highest men's scorers in the entire state in terms of a senior team. Already with 3 goals last week, and they'll, no doubt, Andreas Papanikolaou will be hoping that the goals continue to flow all season long. Coveney's across to defend, does well to find Kutleshi. Oh, a nice little touch from Cook, just doesn't quite pay off. Fox goes long with Cook hitting the ground. No foul given. It's a poor clearance from Ben Naseep. Cook just trying to play Najovsky through on the swivel. Slightly overhit on its way through to the goalkeeper. Good press again from Western United, forcing a hurried long ball. As I mentioned earlier, that's Ben Naseep in goal for Kingston, older brother of Alex. So there'll be, hopefully, I'm sure, a fight for bragging rights at home later on this evening. Panakos is in good yard of space on the left, and he can deliver brilliantly as well with the outside of his right boot. United had the numbers in the box to make sure it wasn't a comfortable header and wasn't able to be turned on target. But we're already seeing the threat of Yanni Panakos. He was such a key figure of the 2022 Western United Academy side that earned promotion from what was then known as MPL 3 up into MPL 2 at the time. Scorer of some spectacular goals, dead balls, long-range strikes. Still having plenty of success in Victorian football. Riley Fox did well to get out of a bit of trouble there, and United have a throw, which goes to James York. Oh, it looked to be a nice turn in midfield from Polyzoudis. There was no foul given. He took the first touch and was about to turn and get forward, Polyzoudis, but nothing doing. He does well to win the ball back there, and now United can break. Robinson's in space, but it was defended well by George Gerendaris. Kingston will break again now. Fox well positioned. He puts that out for a throw-in. York heads up into the air. He'll go again. Robinson can now boot clear, and Western United will look to get up the pitch. They'll get all the way up the pitch because it'll skip all the way out for a goal kick. We might see a little bit of that throughout the afternoon, going that way. Kingston look to go long. Kuleshi is there and cushions it down to Fox. Polyzoudis now with time to turn. Just not quite connecting on that ball into the final third at the moment. Western United had the one big chance for Ethan Robinson, but had plenty of defending to do as well. Had some good footwork and a good ball in. Coveney heads away. Here is Robinson on his first senior start. Made a fantastic impact on his senior debut last week, winning the penalty that was converted by Jake Nadovsky for the winner in Boleyn. 17-year-old winger who's progressed through the ranks at the Western United Academy and earning his shot here at Ironbark Fields today. Now United will look to settle into a little bit of possession, something I haven't really been able to do so far. Naseep goes long again. Nadovsky dropped into a bit of space, not quite connecting on the same wavelength as Ethan Robinson. Kuleshi goes back to York. Fox can now drive into the middle third. Finds Nassau out wide. And here's Mark Leonard with a chance to get at the defence. Leonard turns back out. Still on it, Mark Leonard. Can't quite work the space for the cross. That's a nice little ball from Nassau. York's in space. Nadovsky trying to turn, but it was a timely intervention from the Kingston defence. York fighting to keep it live, and Nassau. Now an opportunity for a break, but Fox, as he has been all afternoon so far throughout the first quarter of this game, so well positioned at the back to stop that ball from breaking through in behind United's defence. Kutleshi can have a go now on the other side. And Nadovsky and Robinson again not quite connecting. Bessian Kutleshi was mightily impressive on Monday night. Speaking of Ethan Robinson's impact winning that penalty, it was a sensational pass from Kutleshi that played him through that ultimately created that chance for the equaliser. The winner, I should say. There is Kutleshi winning that header. That's a nice ball from Robinson. It's come back for a foul on that initial header, a foul on Kutleshi. Looked as though United may have been able to break through the middle, but the whistle went. Fox to Nassau. It's a nice touch inside. Polizuti's a little too casual with it. Fox finds a good ball into York. Now Robinson coming inside. It was a loose first touch. It's a good little movement inside and chance for an opening with Ethan Robinson. Just couldn't keep it under control. It's all a little bit scrappy and need to find a bit of quality. That's a sensational tackle from Riley Fox. Now can United get forward? Excellent ball, Nicholas Cook. Robinson squares. And it's cleared just before it could reach Nadovsky. Robinson back on it. He's perhaps guilty of being a little too unselfish in that position, Ethan Robinson. Found really, really nicely by Nicholas Cook. Perhaps could have thought about having the shot himself, but looked to square it to his forward partner, and indeed Western United top scorer in VPL 1 men play. It's been a positive couple of minutes now for Western United, looking to get forward and find possession in more of these areas. That's an excellent touch from Nadovsky. Finds Cook. Kingston again defending well. And now Nadovsky can break and take advantage of the giveaway in Kingston's own box. But a last-ditch challenge again. Puts it out for a corner. So Robinson to deliver another corner from this near side. In swing in delivery. It is a good one onto Naseep's head. Coveney leapt and it might well have crept in. It was just cleared off the line by Kingston. Coveney with a good ball in. Leonard and Nadovsky were fighting each other for it. Perhaps took it off one another's head. And Kingston will breathe a sigh of relief. But that's a good little spell from Western United. Getting forward, getting balls in the box and putting a bit more pressure on Kingston's defence. Andreas Papanikolaou will be hoping the remainder of this first half, the remainder of this game continues in a similar fashion. Kutleshi with a good challenge. Robinson. There was a late challenge on Kutleshi. The referee, I think, had his hand in his pocket for a moment, but hasn't shown a caution to Panakos just yet, and looks like he won't do. Nasso with space, goes back to Fox. Nasso jinks inside well, can't find that forward ball. Fox will have to deal with the wind. It certainly looks like a handball from Damien Iaconis. He had his arms out. It was at close quarters, which he's arguing with the referee, but arms were up very high to block that clearance from Riley Fox. York looking to split the lines for Leonard. Oh, and that was a smart little dummy from Panakos, but Coveney was there to intercept. Nodovsky will pick it up. Jake Nodovsky, nice little run, but again, swarmed by a couple of defenders. He does well to keep it in, and he thought he'd won a corner. Decision is goal kick in the end. You can see the attention that the Kingston City defence are giving to Jake Nodovsky. Every time he picks the ball up on the edge of the box or inside the box, he's crowded by more than one defender. Kingston will get it out of a bit of trouble there. Nice ball down the line. Riley Fox again going to ground with another well-timed sliding challenge. Rather Hayden Fox-esque, you could say. Of course, such familial pedigree in the two centre-back positions for Western United. Riley, the son of Hayden Fox, current Socceroos assistant coach, former Western United assistant coach, and long-time Socceroo at centre-back. Luca Coveney, the son of Vaughan Coveney, who did his work at the other end, one of New Zealand's all-time top goal scorers and a legend of Australian football, NSL and the A-League. Luca obviously took a different route and placed his football at the back. Nasso's done well. He gets the ball in the box. Kingston claiming that there was a bit of afters from Nasso after that challenge. If anything, it looked as if Nasso may have been fouled himself after delivering the ball, but nothing doing from the referee. As we hit the half-hour mark in this one. Nasso's seen plenty of the ball in the last few minutes. Oh, he's looking for Leonard. Leonard will get on it in the end. Trying to slip through Cook. It's all getting a little bit intricate, trying to fit the ball between Kingston's defence. Leonard controls, turns and finishes with aplomb. It looked as though Kingston had cleared the danger, but that wind held the ball up and there was no one who wanted that ball more than Mark Leonard. What a delightful touch on the turn and a thumping finish. There was no saving that in Kingston's goal. And Mark Leonard has his second goal in as many matches. What a start to the season for him. Really, really well taken finish. not just the power to flash it past Ben Naseep, but the accuracy to go with it to put it in the corner. And Western United have the lead, a lead that has been coming in the last 5 minutes or so. Nadovsky is surely fouled. Play continues. Looks like without any signal of advantage. Leonard trying to marshal it out of play. It's been a massive 12 or so months for Mark Leonard since he joined Western United. Alex Naseep gave it away. And Kingston are in for a swift equaliser here. Panakos, that's a massive chance, one he really should have scored. Naseep had given the ball away. Iaconis then looked like he brought Kutleshi down, I think it was, off the ball. And it broke for Panakos. No real pressure on him at the top of the box. One where you really should be hitting the target. And United can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. And that's a bit fortunate to get through to Cook. Polyzoudis finds Robinson, he's onside. Ethan Robinson goes to square again, and it just couldn't break for Mark Leonard. That's a couple of times now. Ethan Robinson just holding his movement out on that right-hand side and finding so much space in the wide area. Kingston all up in arms about an offside call that didn't come. Robinson was certainly onside. In a similar position to the chance that he had before where he looked to square to Nadovsky. That one came off the goalkeeper's hands and Leonard just couldn't turn in for his second in as many minutes. Coveney read that well, but Iaconis does well to hold him off too. Polyzoudis steps in with an excellent challenge. There's Coveney again. Well defended by United. Leonard to Polyzoudis. Leonard was brought down late. Polyzoudis, what a brilliant drop of the shoulder. Robinson again. He can't pick out the ball. It was a really, really swift break. A lovely sweeping move from Western United. There may well be a yellow card coming back to the Kingston player when the ball next goes out. Oh, Robinson's done superbly to keep it alive. Polyzoudis finds him again. Will the wind carry it out? It will just. Robinson can't keep it in, and there indeed is the yellow card. Coming for that previous bit of play and the late challenge on Mark Leonard. I was mentioning earlier, just before Kingston had that chance of their own, what a massive year or so it's been for Mark Leonard since joining Western United from Port Melbourne alongside his brother Dylan. Dylan's obviously gone to great heights of his own and featuring week in, week out under John Aloisi in the first team at the moment. But Mark Leonard was fantastic up front last season under Diogo Ferreira. Earned a pro debut off the bench in the Australia Cup. And he's made a fantastic start to the 2025 season now with 2 goals in as many games. Perfect platform for him to continue growing and really emerge as another star candidate to come out of this Western United Academy. So many talents that have been making their name in the A-League men this season. Likes of Abel Wallity, Luke Vickery, been creating and scoring goals. Matthew Grimaldi, of course, the young player of the season last season for the Western United first team after a standout academy campaign the year prior. And plenty of those names will be on display tonight from 6 p.m. when Auckland FC, the A-League men league leaders, come to town. If you're watching this one at home and have your tickets already, we look forward to seeing you. And if you haven't got your tickets, then make sure you do quickly because there's very few remaining. Online at ticketek.com.au or at the gate at Ironbark Fields. certainly one that you ought not to miss. It'll be a massive game. Of course, Western United with a brilliant 4-0 victory the last time they played Auckland just before Christmas. It'll be John Aloisi and his staff and his players will be hoping for a similar result. For now, it's the young guns with the chance to shine, and they'll need to defend this advance from Kingston. Riley Fox hasn't missed a tackle all afternoon so far. Stands up well to his attacker and is fouled, you would think. No, it's a corner. Really well done by Riley Fox, who's made the move over this season from Melbourne Victory. He broke into the senior side at Victory last season with a handful of appearances before looking now to become a regular at Western United. Corner is delivered. It's headed away only partially by York. Panakos strikes back. Coveney clears. Leonard rising. Western United still scrapping, still looking to clear. Now they do. Leonard finds Cook, and Cook is dragged down. Kuleshi could have kept going, but the whistle goes, and that's a second yellow card of the afternoon for Kingston. Took a little bit of time to clear the ball, but clear the ball they did. The Western United defence, everyone back supporting. Mark Leonard making it a nuisance of himself in the defensive box. So just over 5 minutes remaining in this first half with Western United leading 1-0. If you're just joining us, if you missed the goal, it was a thumping finish from Mark Leonard. Took the ball on the edge of the box, turned and flashed it past the Kingston goalkeeper. It's a goal that currently has Western United looking at 6 points from 6 to start the 2025 VPL 1 men's season. Of course, would be quite a contrasting start to the 2024 season. We'll stay with play for now. York finds Nadovsky trying to shovel it through for Cook. Kingston got back in numbers. Yeah, last season, of course, Western United came so close to promotion. Promotion may well have been secured if not for a disappointing start to the campaign with 3 straight losses in the first 3 games. It was a 7-0 win at Bentley Greens that earned the first 3 points of the campaign, and United then didn't look back for the rest of the year. Kuleshi trying to deliver. He's kept it in very well, and it's still in. No flag from the assistant referee, and now it is up for a goal kick. Panakos spreads well to the left. Kuleshi's there to defend. Naseep thought about coming, held his ground well, almost baited the chipped effort that was clipped comfortably up into his grasp. York with a nice touch forward to Nadovsky. Leonard back to Jake Nadovsky. Numbers arriving in the box now. Can Nadovsky pick one of them out? Tried to go on his own. Couldn't beat the second or third man, and that's a fantastic little bit of work from Riley Fox. You can definitely hear the clip of the ankle from up here. Superb footwork from Riley Fox. That was almost Dylan Leonard-esque. If you recall the Unite round against Perth Glory, had a very similar move. Even in his own defensive box against Sydney FC, the little swift footwork to get himself out of trouble. But Riley Fox has been certainly one of the more impressive players for Western United, not only this afternoon, but last week as well with a fantastic debut at Bulleen. He'll look to get himself in the box now and potentially get on the end of this delivery. Ethan Robinson has had plenty of opportunities to deliver from set-piece situations. Struggling to have the ball set with the wind at the moment. There we go. With a bit of encouragement from the referee. The ball is still. Robinson delivers. Nadovsky won the header. Couldn't flick it towards the target. Nasso picking up possession. Polyzoudis, Nadovsky. Oh, that is glorious football from Western United. And Nicholas Cook just a coat of paint away from scoring, as is Mark Leonard. It's still alive. Robinson. And Nasso. How on earth has it not gone in? Ben Naseep. Can't believe he's got the ball in his hands. First from Nicholas Cook. Took a slight touch off the inside of Naseep's foot onto the post. Then Mark Leonard thumping the crossbar. And then Nasso with the final effort into Naseep's hands. What a sumptuous bit of play it was initially to tee up the first chance for Cook, who's giving chase again. We've just seen the fourth officials board go up to indicate 3 minutes of added on time. So it appears both scoreboard at the stadium and our stream scoreboard are slightly off the referee's watch. All a bit confusing given we had that brief stoppage in play as well, with a bit of hail greeting the first whistle. So seemingly there may well be about 2 minutes remaining in this opening period. Western United a goal to the good, but wondering how on earth it's not 2. It's been a half where the green and black have built more and more into it. Kingston started well. United have had a couple of big chances. Ethan Robinson with a header at the back post early. Leonard took his goal then very well, and the combination of Cook, Leonard and Nasso couldn't convert just before. Nadovsky now finds Leonard again. Oh, what a finish, Mark Leonard. Arm raised in the air, leaps into the air. Mark Leonard is on fire to start 2025. Left foot, right foot, inside the box, outside the box, it doesn't matter. Glorious finish into the bottom corner. Ben Naseep was outstretched in goal, but there was no saving it. Mark Leonard absolutely loving life. And doubles Western United's advantage. And a timely strike it was right before half-time, just to give Western United that little bit of breathing room. And all of a sudden there's a bit of a sense of deja vu. United were 2-0 up at half-time on Monday. Ended up relinquishing that lead before going on to win 3-2 in the end. Andreas Papanikolaou will be hoping there's no similar scare involved this afternoon. But certainly the way United have finished this half in the last 10 to 20 minutes, I'm sure the United head coach can take great confidence going into the second period, which we'll have shortly. In fact, there is the halftime whistle. Well, it's been all Mark Leonard in the first half here at Ironbark Fields. Two fantastic goals from Western United's number 7 have the home side 2-0 to the good. It's been a combative first half at times. Kingston started well, but Western United have defended every opening and scored 2 lovely goals. And at the interval, it is Western United 2, Kingston City 0. Welcome back to Ironbark Fields. The teams are back out on the pitch for the second half, and it's a case of so far so good for Western United. A pair of lovely goals from Mark Leonard have the hosts 2-0 up at the break, just as was the case last Monday night in round 1 against FC Bulleen Lions. That 2-0 lead, of course, ended up evaporating in the second half before Jake Nadovsky's winning penalty with just over 10 minutes to go. It was a real fast and furious finish to the first half from Western United to put those 2 goals in. Jake Nadovsky has the kick-off and we're back underway for the second 45. Andreas Papanikolaou will be eager to make sure there's no little hiccups in the second period like Monday night, and be hoping his side can carry on and carry this result comfortably through. Kingston have sent the ball forward after winning it back, and United forced to defend again, and the shot came on target from in between Fox and Nassau. Comfortable for Nassib to make the save though. So no changes for either side at the break. So we still have, for Western United, Alex Nassib in goal, Bessian Kutleshi, Luca Coveney, Riley Fox and Jacob Nassau across the back line. Christian Polizoudis and James York anchor in the midfield with Ethan Robinson and Mark Leonard either side, Nicholas Cook and Jake Nadovsky up front. It's an exciting looking bench for Western United too. Anthony Didalitza, fresh off 2 goals for the under-23s. Yanni Panakos is in here, but Nassau got across with a fantastic tackle. Played the clearance off Panakos and won the goal kick as well. What a timely intervention that was from the captain. So yeah, it's a menacing looking Western United bench. Didalitza, as I mentioned, scored twice in round 1 last week for the under-23s and has just been called into the Joey's squad once more alongside Bessian Kutleshi. We have Victor Mahindo, who started last week against Bulleen and showed flashes of his pace and trickery and quality on the ball. Abudi Omer is also on the bench for a potential senior debut. And the exciting one is Koda Kadua, ready and waiting in reserve for what would be a first return to the pitch since his last game of football, which was on this pitch, where he suffered a torn ACL in the A-League Man against Adelaide United. Been working for almost 12 months on his rehab and recovery, and ready to go again, and hopefully we'll see him feature at some point this afternoon. And just looking down towards the Western United bench, speaking of the substitutes, it looks like one of them might be about to come on in Abudi Omer. Tall, strong and technically capable centre-back on number 6. Scored 7 goals from that defensive position in the under-23s last season. It looked like there could have been a chance to release really either Cook or Robinson. They were inside the defensive half, so it would have been onside. Polizoudis raises his hands in apology, recognising that he just missed that opportunity to release them. But we, as I mentioned, we could be about to see the senior debut of Abudi Omer, so we'll keep an eye on that one. currently getting some instructions from assistant coach Luka Andriakio. Nadovsky's onside. He's got Robinson at the back post. He doesn't use him. It's a good save from Ben Naseep with his feet. Nadovsky tried to thread it into the angle. He's another well-timed run from him up front. And an early test of Ben Naseep in this second half. Gerondaris goes to Stamatelos, and now Panakos on the left. Crosses in for Iaconis. York there to defend. Iaconis shovels it back out to Panakos. It's a high looping ball that's not going to be of any threat to Alex Naseep and the Western United defence. The other outfield substitute that I missed amongst those names is Lachlan Grundy, who came off the bench at half-time of last week's season opener in Bulleen. Kingston can get forward again. It's Gonzalez. Well marshalled by Fox, but he finds the pass to Tharjath. The shot may well have been blocked by his own teammate in Iaconis. That's an effort from long range. It took a deflection. Naseep was scrambling on his line, but saw it whistle wide of the post, and Kingston will have an opportunity from a corner, their first of this second half. It's a high ball onto Alex Naseep's head. Just raises those arms and snares it like it's nothing. Bessian Kuleshi, lovely move inside. He finds York. Cook's making a run. York will look to find him. You can see what he was trying to do. He tried to give it a bit of pepper, heading it into the wind. Set it just a bit too far out in front of Cook. Not even the wind could hold it up for him. Kuleshi had stepped up to make the challenge, and now there's space to exploit behind him. Gerondaris and Nasso, not for the first time in this second half, with a timely clearance. Palatzidis goes to Tharjath. And Kuleshi will watch that one go over his head. So Kingston have started well in the second half. There's obviously the ones with the work to do to erase this 2-0 deficit. Oh, that's excellent from York. He finds Kuleshi with space to burst forward. He clips it over the top. The wind held it up slightly. Nadovsky's in. Jake Nadovsky. Of course, there was only one way that was going to go. And easy as you like. Western United are 3 to the good. Jake Nadovsky has his third in 2 games. And that's a key bit of breathing space for Western United now. From defence to attack in a flash. Started all the way back at Naseep's feet from a goal kick. Excellent bit of midfield play from James York to turn possession out to the right-hand side. Bessian Kuleshi, so impressive again, the 15-year-old. Little burst forward, lovely clip ball over the top. Excellent run from Jake Nadovsky. Bearing down one-on-one with the goalkeeper. There was only one way that was going to go, and it was into the back of the net. Beautiful finish, tucked right into the bottom corner. And that is now 3-0 for Western United. Should make it a a really, really positive start to the 2025 season after last week's win as well. Nasso gets a good foot in. Wins the throw in. Polyzoudis loses out and Kingston can break. Work to do now for the visitors to get any sort of foothold in this game. Kutleshi so good again. Couldn't get the ball to Robinson, but it'll be a throw in. So having a look around the grounds, this is one of 3 VPL1 matches going on at the moment. North Sunshine Eagles leading Caroline Springs George Cross. North Sunshine Eagles, one of the promoted teams for this season, and Moreland City and Northcote City currently level at 0-0. Both those games approaching half time. And last night we had 3 Friday night matches. Manningham beating Eastern Lions 3-2. Bulleen bouncing back from that defeat to United with a 4-1 win at Langwarrin. And Brunswick City and FC Melbourne Serbia drawing 1-1. So if all those results hold as they currently are, it would make Western United the only team with 2 wins from 2 to start the season. Still more than half an hour to play to ensure that remains the case. And Kingston won't be getting back into the game as they hope with deliveries like that one from Yanni Panakos. Sends that corner straight out for a goal kick. Bentley Greens and Melbourne City is the other game, which in VPL1 men, which takes place tomorrow. Oh, York, what a ball. Ethan Robinson again in acres of space. The runners are in the middle. Robinson this time picks out Nadovsky. A good recovering challenge. Robinson got back on it. United want a penalty. Instead, it'll be a corner. James York again with that distribution in midfield. What a fantastic ball that was. Getting it out to Ethan Robinson. It's been busy on set piece duties this afternoon, as well as finding the ball in live play, has Ethan Robinson. This one goes short. Nadovsky, lovely little darting move. And Robinson with the strike. Nadovsky back on it. Kingston just unable to clear comfortably. That one's only as far as Kuleshu, who lofts it back in. And now it's headed away, and now Kingston can get out of defence. Polyzoudis with a nice tackle, and then York. Really well done from Western United's 2 midfielders. Well done by Atticus Gonzalez. Gets his side a throw in. Logan Johnston is looking to deliver this one long into the box. It is a very long throw. Coveney heads away. It's still in the mix. Leonard used his body well. Kingston won a penalty. It was never a foul. Really good bit of defending from Mark Leonard. Iaconis, and Nasso intercepts that one. Fox can now get it away. Brilliant pass and a lovely turn from Cook. And now Western United are at the races. Robinson driving into space once more. Couldn't find Leonard. The numbers are still in the box if Leonard and Polyzoudis now can work this right. Polyzoudis down the left, cuts it back. It's blocked at the near post. And it'll be out for a corner. And we have 3 changes imminent. And the applause start to ring out because Kota Kador is set to make his return from injury. The changes won't be made just yet, I don't think. We'll have this corner to come first. But Kota Kador, and he'll be joined on the pitch by Victor Mahindo and Abudi Omer as well. Fourth official is going to be busy. 5 substitutions incoming from either side. The corner is delivered to the near post. It's cleared away. Robinson can't pick it back up. Fox cuts out that forward ball. Tharjath. It's a nice little pass to Gonzalez, who spreads it to Panakos. Coveney now being drawn out to a right back position. Panakos will move in on him. Nasso again, he's played really well, Jacob Nasso, defensively in particular. He wins that. Oh, a foul, much to the Western United captain's dismay. And that might just prolong these substitutions a little bit extra. One of football's many curiosities, the unwillingness for coaches to make substitutions at set pieces. So whether or not it creates a bit of confusion as to who's marking or who's zonal or whatnot, but substitutions will have to stay warm for a little bit longer. Panakos lifts that free kick on target, but safely into Naseep's grasp. And that one's a throw-in, and now we might have these changes, and we do. No, we don't. Luka Andreakio says no. United still looking to get this ball away from the far side. It's in their defensive third. Logan Johnston now going over to the right-hand side to try the long throw into the box. Good purchase on it. Nasso will shield it clear. And now, finally, we have these changes. And again, the applause rings out around Ironbark Fields because here comes Kota Kador. What a moment. He was so impressive in the A-League man in a handful of opportunities he had last season. Cruelly had his season cut short by an ACL injury. And on he comes with that number 43 on his back. What a fantastic moment for him. Applause from the fans, from his teammates. And it's absolutely brilliant to see Kota Kador back on the pitch. He slots in at left back. Abudi Omer has come on in midfield for James York. And then Victor Mahindo on up front for Ethan Robinson. Mahindo straight into the action to find Nadovsky, who goes back to Mahindo, who arced his run well to stay onside. Mahindo now with a bit of defensive work, gets a crucial toe on the ball. Nadovsky, oh, the run and the pass was timed well. Naseep was sharp off his line to clear for Kingston just before Cook, who has now taken the captain's armband. Could get onto it. Panakos perhaps shifting over to the right-hand side now. Naseep calm and collected to get back inside his box and have that one in his hands. It's a lovely clip ball. Looking for Kota Kador's first involvement, but Naseep just couldn't find him. So now here come Kingston's 2 changes. It's going to be Brando Conti and Malian Niello coming on. Yanni Panakos, one of those to make way. The other, Nathan Stamatelos. Johnston's throw is short this time. Now he'll deliver with his feet. Mahindo had a clear run at the header. Strike from long ranges from Gonzalez. Abudi Omer with the good block. Gonzalez again looking to get by Mahindo. Mahindo does well to defend well and use enough physicality without fouling. Coveney with a good toe in. Polyzoudis now to Nadovsky. Kingston remain on the front foot. Good period of counter-pressing from them. Fox with another crucial touch. Now Omer can bring it out of defence. Nice ball into Nadovsky. That's a really good run from Nadovsky. And how that's not a foul, I'm not sure. I'm not sure anyone in the stadium can understand how that wasn't a foul, but play continues nevertheless with Johnston, Gerondaris and Kuleshi with a good challenge. Mahindo to Omer and Polyzoudis, that's lovely. Polyzoudis, Leonard just held his run, but just not enough. How about the finish? It won't stand, but what a lovely chip finish that was from Mark Leonard. And some really nice combination. Polyzoudis is such a threat. Every time he's allowed a yard of space in midfield with time to lift his eyes up and play forward. You could see Leonard held his run, but the Kingston defence had applied the offside trap well, stepping up and making sure he couldn't complete his hat-trick on that occasion. There's Kota Kador with his first couple of touches. That's a really, really nice little move and pass to Leonard. Mark Leonard with loads of space in midfield. He just couldn't hit the pass out to Mahindo. Kuleshi slid in late. Gerondaris leapt over the challenge, and that looks like a foul throw from Victor Mahindo, and it was. That's a perfect example of why attackers don't take throw-ins, and I'm sure Victor Mahindo will be more than willing to leave it for Kuleshi for the rest of the afternoon. Of course, does his best work with his feet, Victor Mahindo, rather than with ball in hand. Oh, intelligent little header from Leonard. Just couldn't quite get it into Cook's feet. Here is Mahindo now. Goes to Nadovsky on the right. It'll stay in. Gerondaris defends well. Back to his goalkeeper. Omer, what a presence he is in the middle of the park. Cook wins the header. Kador's there on the left. Spins it through to Cook again. Nicholas Cook. Can he pick someone out in the box? He's defended well and ultimately forced away from the attacking third. Kuleshi with a good leap, but it'll fall to Iakonis, and Kingston can look to get on the front foot. This is Tharjath. Oh, nice move inside of Kador. But he couldn't slip in that ball for Iakonis. Kador's now got space to run on the left. He's got Leonard making a move in front of him, and he finds him. Mark Leonard again, he's looking for his third goal. He won't quite find it in that position, but would certainly love to have a hat-trick. Just not on the same wavelength as his fellow goal scorer there, Jake Nadovsky. Really taken to this strike partnership well, Jake Nadovsky and Mark Leonard have. They assisted each other once each, or perhaps Nadovsky wouldn't be credited for the assist for Leonard's goal last week, but had a hand in one another's goals, and so far they're on exactly the same amount of goals through 2 games. 3 strikes each, accounting for 100% of Western United's goals so far. 20 minutes remain for one of the other green and black attackers to etch their name on the score sheet as well. It's good from Amir under pressure. Gets it to Coveney. Oh, Mahindo uses his bodies and his hips so well. United can get forward again. Polyzoudis goes wide to Leonard. Is this the moment for his hat-trick? He decides to pass. And he very nearly stuck a fantastic cross onto the feet of Nicholas Cook. Johnston goes long. He can't get it over Omer's head. Gerondaris. Nice little 1-2 with the substitute Niello. Can get it, Coveney. Kuleshi getting back. Really well defended. Coveney and Polyzoudis getting back on top of their own box. And Coveney earns the foul. Fantastic game from really all of Western United's back 4, including Jacob Nasso, who has come on the bench now, or off the pitch, to allow for Kota Kador's introduction. But Kuleshi, Fox and Coveney quality again. Nadovsky now, can he pick out someone in the box? Lovely move. Leonard, is it the hat-trick? Yes, it is. No more than he's deserved. Mark Leonard has a hat-trick. Fantastic setup work from Jake Nadovsky on the left-hand side, teeing up his strike partner. What an afternoon it's been for Mark Leonard and for Western United. Not sure if budget allows VPL 1 players to take the match ball home with them, but Mark Leonard can have the metaphorical match ball. What a performance he's put in up front. And the entire front line, in fact, of Western United has been tremendous, putting Kingston under pressure. Mark Leonard has his first hat-trick at senior level, and what a moment for him. A word for Jake Nadovsky as well on the setup play. Had a lovely little shimmy to get away from one defender. Cut the ball back then to Leonard for the opportunity to score. And the composure with the first touch and the finish on his left foot. Excellent attacking play from the 2 of them. So with just over 15 minutes still to play, you would certainly think that puts the result beyond all doubt. Western United will be looking to ensure they hold on to this clean sheet and see if they can add any further damage at the other end. It's been a really, really positive afternoon. Kingston had a good start in the game, but once Western United seized control, they never look back. Both with and without the ball haven't given Kingston any real chances on goal. Alex Nassib has had a calm afternoon in goal with the back four. And indeed the whole team, you know, starting from that forward press, defending really well, and then with the ball, being able to dominate, break lines and get forward. Nassib's long ball bounces in the middle. Leonard used his body so well. Ryan Inman, no other option than to foul. Looking at the substitutes remaining for Western United, seeing Anthony Didalitza perhaps ready to make his senior debut. That's a lovely bit of skill from Kota Kador, and he finds a fantastic pass out to Leonard. Leonard keeps it in. No, he doesn't. The linesman flags. Kota Kador instantly getting more and more comfortable back on the ball. Of course, he made such a memorable first team debut, Kota Kador, last season. Thrown straight into the firing line, if you like, against Melbourne Victory in a game that ultimately didn't go Western United's way, with a cruel ending and 2 late goals for a 2-1 loss. Victor Mahindo's booked for pulling the Kingston player back there. Ryan Inman, I believe it was. But Kota Kador it was a baptism of fire, wasn't it, at Amy Park, up against the attacking firepower of Melbourne Victory, and he took to it superbly well and earned a string of appearances thereafter. 5 games in total last season. The final one coming in April here against Adelaide United, where he unfortunately tore his ACL. But it's so good to see him back on the pitch. And as he's back on the pitch, he's of course already getting into the ear of the referee. Looked a strange corner award, but a corner award nonetheless, and Ryan Inman will look to deliver for Kingston. He'll have a second go at it after the referee's whistle. Bit of tidying up to do. Bessian Kuleshi and Ross Gunn jostling for position. Inman floats the delivery. Omer read it well and used his height and strength to win that header with ease. Mahindo applies the clearance to get it well outside the box. Oh, Cook's won it. He'll go all the way into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, Nicholas Cook. Still on it. Nadovsky goes to ground, and Cook with the shot. Well, the referees let plenty of challenges go throughout this afternoon. Nadovsky thought he had a case for a penalty, but the Kingston defence had recovered well. It looked like for a second Nicholas Cook was going to stream into the box unguarded after winning the ball. Omer locates the ball eventually amongst the wind, and that's nice from Coveney to Mahindo to Kutleshi. Kutleshi just can't keep it in. Niello doing well to put the pressure on. Johnston with another long throw, but Coveney's there. Logan Johnston making his feelings well known to his teammates. It's been a difficult afternoon for Kingston. Western United have ensured that there was no upset possible for the hosts. Really well-controlled performance, and Kingston have simply had no answer. 2 more changes for them. as we approach the final 10 minutes. Fox clears high up into the Tarneet sky. It's a good touch from Gonzalez, but Leonard takes it off him. Polizzuti scrapping. Inman, nice little move, 24 on 24, getting away from Omer. Here goes Leonard again down the left. What an afternoon he's had. Hat-trick aside, he's just been a constant threat, looking to get on the ball, get in behind himself or tee up his teammates. He's still got it here. What a fantastic run from Mark Leonard. Unlucky in the end that the ricochet came back off him. But it's been an absolutely dominant afternoon from Mark Leonard. We're going to have another change up front for Western United. Nicholas Cook came off the bench last week and had his starting opportunity today. Played well. Constant threat himself up front. Lots of energy in the press. He makes way for a senior debut and a big moment for Anthony Didalitza. As we mentioned earlier, 2 goals last week in the season opener for the under-23s in a 2-0 win over Bulleen, coming off the back of a scintillating 2024 where he had his first national team opportunity and top scored with the Joeys, who won the under-16 Asian Boys Championship. He's straight into the action, Didalitza, to thread through Nadovsky. Just couldn't keep his effort underneath the crossbar, Jake Nadovsky. What an introduction that could have been for Anthony Didalitza. You can see the quality and the intelligence that he possesses straight away. His first touch of the ball. Finds the space in midfield. Time to turn and play forward. Nadovsky just couldn't convert and give Didalitza the assist. Nadovsky with the armband now, applying the pressure. It's back to Naseep. That's a nice ball inside to Inman, and Kingston worked this well to get out of United's press, much to Andreas Papanikolaou's dismay. Kadur's got some defending to do. Forces the cross low, and Fox clears. Gonzalez and Leonard fighting. And Leonard will win a free kick. So not long to go then. 8 minutes plus stoppage time. We'll see if United can add another, or indeed if Kingston can take some joy out of this game and to head back to the eastern part of the state. Coveney defends well. Mihindo turns under pressure, and it's Omer to Polizzutis. Coveney, fantastic ball out to Leonard. He's got Kadur in support and uses him on the left. Kadur tries to deliver, but it's overhit. Didalitza will hope to keep it alive, and does. He does really well, Anthony Didalitza. Oh, he's penalised for a foul. It didn't really look one. But he's already showing great energy off the bench, Anthony Didalitza. First of many senior appearances, I'm sure, for him. Such a bright young talent, and one that Western United will be continuing to work with and nurture and keep an eye on, and obviously hopefully have him involved in the first team before too long. Well, that was well played by Kingston. The cross, I'm sure it was a cross and not a shot, but Naseep was alert at the front post to get a finger on it and tip it onto the post and out of play. Corner again is floated in high. It's all the way to Niello. Leonard makes the challenge and Kutleshi squirms it clear. And it's a good hit from outside the box by Gerondaris, but it flashes wide. Kingston will make their final change now with 5 minutes remaining. Comini's clearance catches the wind in the air. Didalitsa gets it under control, working with Mahindo. It's a good ball out to Niello on the left for Kingston City. Oh, he sizes up Kutleshi and does really well, Niello. Victor Mahindo got back in support of his teammate to get the tackle in and shovel it out for a corner. Corner is delivered again. Naseep came into a sea of bodies. Needed Omer to help him out with the header. Comes back into the box. Polizudi's away now. And then Nadovsky finally gets it upfield. Polizudi's will chase it all the way to Naseep, who goes long. Fox has been unbeatable in the air all day. Unbeatable on the ground too, in fairness. Really, really promising signs from Riley Fox in his first 2 Western United appearances. Leonard does well to Omer and just couldn't quite release Didalitsa on the left wing. Didalitsa presses Naseep, who goes short to Johnston. There's another positive moment of Western United pressing. It's really great to see this team that was so exciting last season and scored so many goals playing in such a similar fashion this season and playing out every minute of this match. The result was really put to bed a while ago, but more goals are in the offing, and there could be one here for Nadovsky. Oh, he went around the keeper so well. The angle was just closing on him and he couldn't quite fit it in at the near post. Repeatedly broken that last line of Kingston's defence, Western United, and got him behind so often. Buddy Omer has been really impressive off the bench in midfield as well. Everyone in green and black has put in a fantastic shift this afternoon. Shout out to a Western United favourite in Mark Torcaso, sending a message in, listening all the way from Manila as the the Philippines women's national team prepare to kick off camp. Sarah Eggersvik, of course, Western United midfielder heading into camp, and former United players Angie Beard and Jackie Savitsky involved in the Philippines national team too. Hope you're enjoying the coverage, Mark, and best of luck for camp. We're approaching injury time now. Fourth official has the board ready with a 4 on it. Kingston with a quickly taken free kick. Pass sends them backwards. And United can comfortably deal with that cross. And there is the fourth official's board. 4 minutes added on. See if Western United can add another one in these stoppage time minutes. Looking ahead to next week then, it's a trip to Brunswick City next up for Western United on Friday night. That's an 8 p.m. kickoff at Dunstan Reserve. Kingston go back home and will face Langwarren, who have had a couple of disappointing results to kick off their season. So it'll be one in which both teams are looking to pick up a win and kickstart their 2025 campaigns. After the away fixture next week, United are then back at home on Sunday the 2nd of March against Manningham. Manningham, of course, such a fantastic story in the top flight of Victorian football. What a nutmeg that was, by the way, from Anthony Didalitza. He's still in the play, Didalitza, about to arrive in the box, and Nadovsky, had he got around, Johnston might have been able to find him, but Logan Johnston defended it really well in the end. So yeah, next home opportunity to watch Western United Senior Academy coming on Sunday the 2nd of March, a 4 p.m. kickoff here at Ironbark Fields against Manningham, who were relegated from NPL Victoria last season. Of course, that's not the next opportunity any Western United fans have to watch the Western United next generation. Gates are open and fans more than welcome to watch the 4 junior teams tomorrow, as well as the under-23s as well, kicking off in the evening. It's the 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s and 23s all in action. Johnston hoists that ball in. Naseep claims with ease. Finds Didalitza in good space too. He's got fantastic distribution, Alex Naseep, with hand or with foot. United just slowing this game down and keeping the control right to the final whistle. That might well be the Auckland FC team bus that you might be able to see outside of the picture as well at the top of the screen. Looking forward to that one kicking off at 6 o'clock. A massive Isuzu Ute A-League men fixture. Western United currently in 4th place, but a win would take the team back up to 3rd after Melbourne Victory's win over Wellington last night, and Auckland, of course, flying high at the top of the table in their first season. It's going to be a cracker. And if there's any sort of omens or anything to go by, a 4-0 win for the academy side here, replicating that 4-0 win in Auckland before Christmas. Perhaps it's a sign of things to come. But there is the final whistle. What an afternoon it's been for Western United here at Ironbark Fields. It was the Mark Leonard show. He had 2 goals in the first half, and then completed his hat-trick with the 4th and final strike of the afternoon. Jake Nadovsky scored the other and had the 3rd. So it's been those two that have brought the goals for the first 2 weeks of the 2025 VPL1 men's season. Dominant really from start to finish, Western United. Kingston had no real threats up front. A fantastic defensive performance, a fantastic offensive performance. And I'm sure Andreas Papanikolaou and his staff and his players will be mightily pleased and mightily impressed with that. It's 2 wins from 2 to start the season for Western United, and we sign off here at Ironbark Fields. Hopefully we'll see any of you who have been watching at home. We'll see you here in about an hour and a half's time for the 6 p.m. kickoff, the Isuzu Ute A-League men fixture of Western United versus Auckland FC. But for now, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be with you again soon. And we sign off with Western United 4, Kingston City 0.